let's talk about plants, right? Healthy eating and plants. There is no food that nourishes your body better than plants. I know that sounds crazy. I hear this from people all the time. I am constantly training personal trainers and doctors and primary care physicians, etc., and have to educate and remind and tell and groom people for the absolute most critical importance of eating plants. So when you think plants, we're talking about phytonutrients. We're talking about greens, kale, spinach, lettuce, going all the way through your vegetables, asparagus, broccoli, peas, beans, whatever. When we have these greens, let's say like string beans, or we have these leaves, let's call it spinach, it is such a great source of not only protein, but also enzymes. And if it's even celery, we're also adding water. It's 90% water. And I'm always emphasizing the importance of hydration. And you can get a lot of this hydration through certain greens, certain types of, let's call them plants, like celery. So the plant factor is boring. We all know that it is just not exciting to eat plants. At the same time, what you gain from that in the dealing with or in the area of protein is not only amazing, but it's astonishing, because many people just can't appreciate that you can get a ton of protein from plants. So how does that work? Because this is always a stumbling block for people. Well, when you think about plants, people think, well, listen, I understand that there's going to be fiber, so maybe I'll go to the bathroom better, but there's no way I'm going to get my proteins through plants like I would if I ate chicken, fish, or let's even say beef. When in reality, the reality is that when we think about, let's just use beef, the absolute strongest mammals on our planet, we're talking hippos, apes, steer, bison, buffalo, any of these strong, powerful, gigantic, earth-moving mammals that typically would even scare us, so like gorillas, I'm just using that as an example. When we think about how strong they are, you have to think about what they eat. And what do they all have in common? They all eat grass. They all eat greens. So where are they getting their proteins from? We commonly are using animals to get to our protein when we can go directly to the protein, directly to the greens. So I want to emphasize the idea that when you're eating greens, you need 7 to 9 cups of these a day. When you get 7 to 9 cups of greens a day, you're not only getting a ton of the enzymes that you need to be healthy, you're getting a ton of fiber and a ton of protein that is going to boost your wellness. And if it seems almost impossible, you have to think about fruits and vegetables together and what they create when you're intaking a ton of fruits and vegetables, even as it relates to the added value of hydration. So 7 to 9 cups a day will keep you extremely healthy. Now, what I recommend every morning for everybody is to put the two of them together and have fruit and vegetable as a smoothie, because you're taking that macronutrient and turning into a micronutrient if you can build it into a smoothie. So if we do 2 to 3 cups just in the morning, let's say I personally use spinach, and then I put my 1 to 2 cups of berries on top of it with a cup of water, cold water. And I like frozen fruit particularly. Then I may add in a half a cup of a probiotic like kefir, and I have an amazing, absolutely fascinating smoothie because it's not only super healthy, nutritious for me, but it also is gonna boost, the fiber is gonna boost the best bowel movement ever. And I'm just being truthful. You gotta get rid of waste from the night before. If you're doing this in the morning, you're getting your hydration, you're getting your antioxidants, you're getting enzymes, which is going to really help with your digestion. You're getting your fiber, you're getting protein, you're getting vitamin C. The list really goes on and on and on. And you can do this in the morning. So I bring in a lot of this in the morning. I do like 30 to almost 40 ounces of this smoothie every morning. And I don't need any other food until I get to noontime. I feel great, you go to the bathroom great, my body's healthy, I have no foggy brain, but it makes sense because the greens alone in the morning should absolutely navigate you to get to lunch because I've already built in that fraction. Let's say 3 cups, 3, 6, 9. You need 7 to 9 cups of greens every single day and you'll be so healthy. The opposite of having processed meat in the morning, the opposite of having eggs that are cooked in butter in the morning. So think about greens as the driver to your food source, the driver. And think about in the morning, starting your day off and you feel light by having these greens with the fruit. And then think about the added water that you're getting to this because we're talking about a ton of this is just made of hydration. And then think about your elimination of all the bad toxins that need to leave your body from the night before that was filtering through your lymph system, that was filtered through your liver that needs to come out, which you're promoting first thing in the morning while you're giving yourself and restoring the energy that you needed to launch your day. All based on greens. That is my philosophy, that is my theory, and that is my tip to you on eating healthy and valuing greens as being part of your everyday nutritional routine.